Jimmy stuck a magnet to the wall and used it to firmly pull the key marked number 4 from the other side of the wall. Slowly, he began to slide the magnet. Carefully controlling the key, he first moved it along the side wall and then gradually brought it forward. He finally brought it up to the top of the door. He had to be extremely precise. Even the slightest mistake would make the key fall, and the noise would alert the guards standing outside, ruining their whole plan. Jimmy stayed perfectly calm. Silently, he placed the key on the floor. Then he moved the magnet toward the crack in the door, and with a gentle tug, the key slipped through into the room. In his excitement, Jimmy suddenly realized that he and his partner were still locked inside the storeroom. In other words, they had got the key, but the door still couldn't be opened from the inside. But a true thief never gives up. Jimmy pulled a rope from his sleeve. He threaded it through the lock's keyhole from the outside. Then he took a paperclip from his pocket and slipped it out through the door's latch, attaching it to the rope. There was a small notch at the end of the rope that fit into the key. Now Jimmy slowly pulled the rope, raising the outside key and bringing it precisely in front of the lock hole. Then, reaching into his magical pocket, he pulled out pliers and turned the key. With a click, the door opened from the inside. But they didn't run away immediately. Their real mission was to steal the museum's precious statue. Now the actual theft was about to begin. First, they removed the key and taped the lock hole so they could leave again from the outside if needed. Then Jimmy took a boomerang from his sleeve. His partner was astonished. "What's that going to do?" he asked. Jimmy said nothing and threw it straight into the hall. The boomerang triggered the security alarms around the statue. The guards rushed over at once. Jimmy ducked back into the storeroom and quietly shut the door. When the guards saw the statue was still safe, they went back. A little later, Jimmy repeated the trick. He set off the alarm again. The guards ran back, but the statue remained untouched. Now the security officers were furious. They concluded the alarm system must be faulty and ordered the power cut. Exactly what Jimmy wanted. When the electricity went off, the whole security system shut down, and the real moment to begin the theft had finally arrived.